EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
We're at the 41, second and 9. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Ernest Jones.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's a second and 8.
Come on.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's a third down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Seahawks 7, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first play of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Being chased out left. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Cowboy.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And looking to throw, Penix. And that would be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. To throw again is Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Ready.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
To the air, Penix.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Now he's free at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Caught by his rookie wideout.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
On the 7-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with a 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. To throw now on first down. Able to complete this one to McLeod.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions, but that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23.
2nd and 3.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Track him, 60. Come on, come on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll throw with Penix. It's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Here's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Penix. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And looking to throw, Penix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Ready?
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They get the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On play action, they'll throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw.
And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 7 Cardinal.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here we go. Catch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top for Cup. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards.
Let's go.
Down and goal to go.
19. Stop. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to
the score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A strong running. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the air, Bennett. That's out wide here for Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Kobe Bryant, who was there to stop him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're gonna try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Forced out to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Ready.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And they've got it in the red zone now down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll head off to Charbonnet.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Check that.
At the 14-yard line.
A run now with Charbonnet.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle is Walker.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.